So, listening to you talk, there's a lot of passion behind you referring to entrepreneurship. What does it mean to you? Where's this passion coming from? Where's the passion of entrepreneurship coming from?
So I always knew I wanted to start my own business. I always knew I wanted to have my own business because my parents both had their own businesses. But then I also, once I got into the workplace, realized that the cultures that exist out there were not, at least the ones that I was involved in, did not match what I thought a culture should be. And so what fuels me is I want to create and I am creating a culture where people can thrive, can fail, are encouraged to, can, iterate and ideate and innovate and try things out and really try to solve complex problems and get rewarded for trying, just as much as failing and then eventually coming up with something that fixes some part of the world, right? And so I think for me, I want to change the world, and there are some specific things that I have that I want to do. And so building this business as it is today, selling IT, services and solutions, is a way for me to get enough money, enough influence, enough access to do some of the other philanthropic things that I know will change the world, right? And if I can also build a culture that's sustainable, with like-minded people who are professional, who do what they say they're gonna do, who get shit done, who are forward-thinking, who are kind, and who just, want to show up and fucking solve shit, then great, right? Because that's a model that I can, once it's sustainable and maintainable, then we can bottle that up and show other people how to do it. And again, you're changing the world, right? So for me, it's those things.
So are there any, from this space that you've been in the last almost 10 years, big aha moments or lessons learned?
There's been a lot of aha moments and lessons learned. Some of which we've talked about already, but I think, I'm going to keep on saying it just because it's the most recent kind of lessons, is setting boundaries, right? Setting boundaries with people, setting boundaries with yourself, getting really clear on what you want, what you need, what you're willing to deal with and not, what feels authentic to you, what is lifting you up, what is dragging you down, and once you have those things identified, if it's in the negative column, getting it out of your atmosphere as quick as possible. And so that is what I have been working on over the last year and a half, and it's been hard and it's been eye-opening, and I certainly thought that I was way better at setting boundaries than I was. I am better now than I was a year and a half ago, but I totally thought I was legit crushing the boundaries thing, and I fucking wasn't. And so having people around who are there for themselves and not the betterment of everybody else, who are sucking the energy out of you and just always drama or problems or disguising it because they have a very charming personality, or for me, one of my triggers is I want to help people, right? It's my default, and so as much shit as I talk and as much as people can upset me from time to time, and as much as I need to disconnect from people, I actually like helping people. And so especially when I feel like somebody has been trampled on or not treated well, I want to help rescue them, right? And so what I've learned is A, that's not my job, and B, people will identify that in me and try to manipulate me into doing way more because the situation isn't what they said it was, and they really aren't the victim, and they really weren't taking advantage of. It was really them who was causing chaos or whatever, right? And so figuring that out and disassociating, disconnecting from those types of people and situations is something that I have, top of mind is continuing to go on. And yeah, it's been a good lesson, setting boundaries.